I left my makeup bag in some Mel's car. So we're looking like this today. Back to my channel. It's Ashley here, and if you are new, hey girl, hey, make sure you click on that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll always be up to date with my latest tutorials. Alright, so first of all, let me just say, I was gonna be 100% makeup today. You know, you guys have seen me at my worst, you see me at my best, and today I literally wanted you guys to see me at my best, but I left my makeup bag in some Mel's car. So we're looking like this today. So anyways, this video is super late. It was supposed to be up on Sunday, but I got a story for you. So make sure you watch this whole entire video through. I think you're absolutely gonna love this video. You're gonna love this DIY. Everything is from the Dollar Tree except for the wood, but you guys know I'm keeping it budget friendly. I always do. That's what I love to do. So the wood is very inexpensive as well. So with that being said, let's get started. All right, so to get started with this DIY, I'm just going to take a piece of scrap plywood that I had left over, and I am going to measure it out. So to do that, I'm going to be using one of the arrows that you can get from the dollar store, and I am going to measure out how large I want my sign to be. As you can see, this arrow, I was going to use it for another DIY, but I never did, so I just found it, and I was like, I'm going to use it for this one. Okay, so after I've marked my wood, I'm going to come over to my lovely table saw here that needs to be cleaned, and I am going to cut my piece of wood. Now, if you don't have a table saw, you can definitely go to Lowe's or Home Depot, and they will cut your wood for you with the measurements. Or if not, you can just use the signs from the Dollar Tree and use that for your back. Okay, now I have my sign nice and cut out, and now I'm going to use another scrap piece of wood that I had. This is a 1x2x8 board, and I am just going to use that to frame out the top and the bottom of this sign. So to do that, you can measure it, but what I like to do is I just like put it up to the board, mark off where I need to cut, go to the miter saw, cut that piece, and you're good to go. Whatever works for you, that's what I do. It's super easy. So if you want these measurements, again, I will have them linked down below. They're not going to be linked down below because you can't link them, but I will have them down below for you. All right, so instead of painting the sign, I'm just going to take this white spray paint and I'm going to spray paint the back. So to make it look a little more like, I guess, painted on, I'm just going to take this, what is this called? Foam brush, and I'm going to brush over it just a little bit. All right, so the next step, I'm going to be putting the whole frame together. So to do that, I'm using my clamps, and I'm going to be using this nail gun. Oh my gosh, you guys see, I got a new nail gun. I'm loving this one too because it is cordless. So anyways, I'm just going to nail these together. You could do 2 or 3 nails just to make it a little sturdy, and then your sign will be done. All right, so now moving along, I'm going to be working on the arrow, and what I'm doing here is I'm just sanding off the previous design. All right, so now we're gonna start to paint, and I'm gonna take this satin paint and I'm going to mix it with chalk paint. So it's just like an easier way to kind of get like the chalky finish for the color that you actually want instead of using like plaster of Paris or the calcium carbonate or whatever. Just literally just mix it with some chalk paint and it'll have that same chalky finish. So that's what I'm gonna do here, and I am going to add that to my arrow and also the little ornament wooden pumpkins that you can get from the Dollar Tree. All right, so now I'm going to stencil this arrow, and I'm going to be using the same Martha Stewart stencil that I've used in a previous DIY to do that. And honestly, the tackiness or the adhesive on the back kind of like wore off because I've used it so many times. So I actually just spray painted the adhesive for your stencil. It's by Krylon. I'll have it linked down below so that I can use it again like an adhesive stencil. And because I didn't get the paper up from the previous design. It's kind of like pulling up with the stencil, but I liked it. I liked the age kind of old vintagey look that it kind of gave it, so I left it like that. But if you don't want that to happen, make sure that you remove all of the previous design before you actually stencil. All right, so this part here is a little harder for me to explain, but I'm gonna make these pumpkins look a little bit more pumpkin-y, and to do that, I'm just literally gonna be drawing the lines on the side, just to give it like just the pumpkin a little bit more definition, so you can, you know, it's a pumpkin. So just to do that, you could just go between light and dark. Use your water, really helps to blend the paint in, and that's all you gotta do. Okay, so the pumpkin ornaments come with like this little twine, and so what I'm gonna do to cover up the hole at the top is I'm just gonna wrap that around the stem of the pumpkins. Okay, so we're moving on to the letters, and you can paint these letters, but again, I'm staining these, and I'm using briar smoke. I will have that down below if I can, but if not, it's Rust-Oleum briar smoke. I use it all the time. Basically, literally, this is like literally now it's my favorite stain. But I'm just going to stain my letters, and I do have a story about these letters. That is why this video did not come out on a Sunday. As you can see, my letter R is broken. I broke it because I was originally going to put pumpkins, and so I broke it because I needed another P. And then I was like, well, I'm not going to do that anymore, and I'm going to write Farm Fresh. So then I literally went to like 6 Dollar Trees looking for these letters again and could not find them. And so, yeah, I had to like glue the R back and make it look good. So, craziness. Y'all, I really literally went to 6 Dollar Trees looking for these letters. Couldn't find nothing, nada, zip, nothing. All right, so now the last step is just adding everything onto the sign. So I'm gonna be using E6000 to add everything onto the sign. I'm gonna be using my glue gun as well, but mainly my E6000 just to make sure this stuff sticks and it doesn't pop off. So there's different ways that you could do this sign. You could put Farm Fresh, you could put Farm Fresh and actually write out the word pumpkins. You could put 25 cents at the bottom. You could put 8 miles on the top. Like, the way to just organize this sign is just, it's a lot of possibilities that you can do. So just have fun with it, and this is the last step. And I said this was the last step, but it's literally kind of the last step, because the ultimate last step would be to be adding your sawtooth hanger to the back, if you want this to be a sign that you can hang. But you can still add the sawtooth hanger and you can hang it up, or you can just use it like as like plaque, or, you know, decor plaque to put it somewhere in your house. But that's it. Alright, so that was the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, as always, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below to let me know what you think, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! But for real, make sure you give me a like. Even if you don't want to comment, just, ooh, Ashley, I loved it. Give me a like. Alright, bye!